Hello, my name is Thomas Frankenhoff, and today I'll be giving you my speech on why GMOs are not bad. In the speech, I will explain to you why being GMO free is almost impossible. I will explain to you why consuming GMOs is not bad for your health, and I will tell you how GMOs help the world. First of all, being GMO free is almost impossible. The percent of crops that are genetically modified are high. According to the IRT, crops such as soy, 94%, cotton, 90%, canola, 90%, sugar beets, 95%, corn, 88%, Hawaiian papaya, more than 50%, zucchini and yellow squash, more than 24,000 acres, are all genetically modified. Also, Jennifer Schmidt, a registered dietitian in 2014, states that all domesticated crops are genetically modified. And basically what she is saying is that by selectively breeding all of the crops that we use, and by growing the ones that grow the best, and using those seeds over and over again, we are genetically modifying crops because we are selectively breeding. Also, all those other numbers are ones that have been produced like that, and that have been used in a lab to make better and bigger corn, or whatever crop it may be. Now I'm going to explain to you why consuming GMOs is not bad for your health. Companies wouldn't put out products that hurt people. It's just common sense. If I were a big company, let's say I made a punching bag, and somebody punched it one time, and it fell off the stand. That's not a punching bag, that's a punch bag. People would return it, and on returns, companies lose money. A company wouldn't want to do that, because then they get sued for punching bags that suck and maybe they'll break someone's foot, and then they'll get returns, and they'll get sued, and that's how you lose lots of money. Also, extensive testing has been done on lab rats on GMOs, and only one study has shown that genetically modified foods are bad for them. And in this study, they tested genetically modified foods and regular foods, and they fed them to rats. And the rats that were fed the genetically modified foods, they turned bad, and like their intestines got all screwed up and they grew wonky. But many scientists have tested this and proven that is incorrect. And in Will GMOs Hurt My Body? The Public's Concerns and How Scientists Have Addressed Them, posted in 2015 by Harvard, scientists proved that GMOs do not affect the rats. And in their study, what they did is they tested over 7,000 rats over 3 generations, tested whether or how fast they grew, how well their reproductive organs grew, like if the litter size changed for the rats, how their intestines were and how healthy they were, how energetic they were, how smart they were. And basically, between the genetically modified food fed to the rats and the regular food fed to the rats, they found no differences at all, thus making it so genetically modified foods are just fine for consumption. GMOs help the world. The higher yield of GMO crops will feed more people. In an interview that I had with U.S. Senator John Thune, he said that all of the arguments over GMOs nowadays are more political and not so much scientific as they should be. They're talking about whether people are playing God and stuff like that. They aren't really focused on how safe the GMOs are and how they can be harming the human body. And he thinks that it should be more scientific. The higher yield of GMO crops will help feed more people. He's been to many other countries where people are starving and dying. He thinks that we should use more genetically modified crops, because more crops that we have, more that we can sell and help save more people, and they'll be less hungry. Also, from 1966 to 2011, GMOs reduced the use of pesticides by over 975 million pounds, according to a website by Correlation for Safe Affordable Food published in 2018. And I don't know about you, but I'd rather have less pesticides and more food to save the hungry people. That's why we should use genetically modified foods.